How's it going, guys? Today is April 25th, 1:25 p.m. here on the East Coast. Forgot to turn on my light before I start recording. Sorry about that. Today's my 90th vlog. 90 days of doing a vlog. Um, and I would say a lot has changed for me. But what I do want to talk about is not necessarily that it's a 90th vlog of what has changed. I always like to do that at the end of the month. But I want to talk about feeling your age. Yesterday I was putting together a new bed for my daughter, and I wrapped it up. I still have some stuff to put together, but I was working on it for almost 6.5 or 7 hours yesterday. It's just it's actually a couple different beds in case she ever has friends come over, or we have family come over all the time, so it'd give them another place to sleep. So we built her. I'm in the process of building her a bunk bed and with like a pull-out trundle and everything. And yesterday, I just went until I pretty much tapped out. I was in a little bit of pain. My back was hurting a bunch, and it was a first time, and I'm noticing a pattern here that where I thought to myself that I actually feel my age. I actually feel 31 years old. Like my bones were aching. I was just so beyond belief tired after working on that bed for a little over 6 hours, under 7 hours, but over 6 hours, and was just really tired, for a lack of better words, up to a point of exhaustion. I think it was around midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning where I just gave up and decided to go to bed at that point. And because I knew I had to work today, so I wanted to be able to get a good night's rest. Took some medicine before I laid down and tapped out. And then wake up this morning, and I'm so glad I took the medicine because I don't feel terrible. I do still feel a soreness in my back, but other than that, I feel pretty good. I still went to work, did my things this morning, and now I'm going to be back at it again, finishing the bed. But I did finally grasp the concept of feeling your age. I've never quite felt my age before because I always stayed in pretty good shape. And I mean, I work out every day. I would think I'm in pretty decent shape for my age. Definitely not the best, but not the worst either. And I was just, thinking that as I was driving around today and driving around yesterday, that I actually for once feel my age, and that's a good reminder. For me, it's a good reminder because it's a strive to stay young, and a realization that you are a certain age, and you see these people who go through life, and some older people, and I'd like to emulate them when they kind of hit their stride in their 40s and 50s, they're in their top shape of their life. But I do want to touch base a little bit on the 90-day celebration as well. Um, a lot of things have happened within the last 90 days. I started doing the vlogs. I've consistently done it. I haven't missed a workout over 90 days. I feel really good, other than yesterday, which was kind of putting a beating on my body. Um, just from having it bend over so much, really, is what was causing it, and putting my body in awkward positions to be able to put the bed together. But other than that, I feel pretty good after 90 days. I feel somewhat accomplished. That I set my sights on a goal, and I don't have an end in sight, which is good. I don't know quite how this is going to pan out for me, but I continue to do it, and I've gotten some more subscribers. I noticed that if I miss a day or miss 2 days, that's the most I've ever missed in a row, is 2 days worth of vlogs. But I always make it up by doing 2 or 3 vlogs that following day whenever I do get a chance to post. That it slows down for me. And like I had mentioned in yesterday's video, in one of yesterday's video, consistency is the key. So in doing these 90 days worth of vlogs, I learned a little bit about myself and my resilience to get it done, and not taking no for an answer. There's days, trust me, especially today, where I didn't feel like going to work, the vlog was it was something on the forefront of my mind. It always is. But I was just walking over here to do the vlog, and I was looking at the bed and the couch like, man, let me just lay down for about an hour. But I'm one of those type of people that once I sit down and once I get into relax mode, it's hard to break me out of it. So I choose not to do that until the end of my day. And I developed that routine in the military. So once I left for work, if I were to sit down in my office, I still had a frame of mind of keeping my mind busy if my body wasn't busy, or at least trying to keep my body busy if my mind wasn't busy, and vice versa, or keeping both busy at the same time. And that way, whenever I do get down to sit at the end of the day, I feel like it's well deserved. I feel good. I sleep better, and there's a lot of good things that come of it. And you have to plan your day accordingly so you can feel the same way and do the same things, and kind of reward yourself with time off. And for me, I appreciate it so much more, and it's a little bit more challenging too to have that fine balance and be able to constantly keep going. Um, but I'm happy with the progress that I've made. I'd still like to reach 75 subscribers by the end of this month. I think a new goal that I'm going to set in motion for the next month, it's going to be a little bit more stringent, but at least for every video I post, it would be nice to receive one new subscriber. And I know that'll happen, obviously, over time. Eventually, I imagine this channel will take off out of my wildest dreams. But that's, you still have to do the legwork to get there. And I'm not unreal in doing the legwork. And doing these 90 days, the last 90 days has, I decided to do two different challenges: the working out every single day, and then doing these vlogs. On top of the other commitments I have, like going to school, going to work, managing family time, and a bunch of other things I try to get done on a daily basis. But those were the two at the forefront for the last 90 days. It should just make sure I average one vlog a day and average one workout a day, which I've been able to do, and it really has helped me paid off. I noticed a pattern, kind of some tips and tricks here. I noticed a pattern that if I get my workout done first thing in the morning, even if I'm tired, it provides me some energy and I feel accomplished already for the start of the day, which is a good mental position to be in whenever you're taking off for the day, whenever you're getting ready to get going. I always try to put the workout at the very start of my day, sometimes before, most times before I eat or do anything. I mean, the only thing I'll do prior to is maybe brush my teeth and then go do my workout. And sometimes I'll do the vlog and then do my workout intermittently afterwards, in between recording the vlog and posting it. So again, I am proud of my 90-day accomplishment. I look forward to many more accomplishments and much more videos to be published here. I do take off out of town here within the next couple of days, and then I'll be back shortly. And but I do plan to record vlogs on a consistent basis while I'm out there, at least once a day. I don't want to come up with an excuse as to why I can't record a vlog. The moment you do that, or why you can't work out, the moment you do that is the moment you give in to a little bit of failure. You kind of accept defeat in that fact, and I will not accept it. And I know it's just a matter of putting in the work and finding that 15, 20 minutes or half hour a day to get the vlog done and posted. It really isn't too demanding to do that, in my opinion. So, but I appreciate you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. The two takeaways from this vlog are feeling your age. Sometimes you will get a rude awakening whenever you try to exert yourself. And again, I knew it was going to be a big project, and I probably should have spaced it out over a couple of days so I don't wear myself out. But I'm the type of person that once I set my sights on a target, I like to finish it as quickly as possible. The only reason I gave up last night, not gave up, but took a break or decided to go to sleep, is just I was in fear of hurting myself and not being able to be suitable for an active day today that I knew I had planned. So sometimes you got to make that judgment call whenever it comes to taking care of yourself or what you have to take care of for that particular day. And of course, procrastination has been a big factor here lately. I notice that I get a lot more done with a lot less time. And I notice a lot of people tend to do that as well. Procrastination is one of the driving forces of a lot of people to get things done in a short amount of time. I tend to like it, and I'm making friends with it in a weird way. I use it to my advantage. I try to schedule my day so it's jam packed full of things. So procrastination isn't really an option, and if it becomes an option, I try to find things to do to mitigate or fill that time instead of procrastinating. And that seems to have worked for me here recently. And it allows me to be more effective. But sometimes you do get into a situation like I was in yesterday, where I was trying to do too much in one day. And that is possible. I mean, there's only, like I said, 24 hours in a day, and you can only get so much done within that 24 hours. Once you factor in sleeping, eating, and all the necessary things you have to do, then you can take care of the luxury type of things that you would want to do or would like to do. So again, I appreciate you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I'll be posting videos, continuing to post videos, and I thank you guys for the ones who watch every video I post, and I thank you guys for the 90 days of successful blog posting for me. You guys are the ones that keep me motivated, and it's by continually watching my videos that you guys motivate me and leaving me comments and feedback and liking my videos. Even the dislikes are feedback, and I take everything with a grain of salt. But I appreciate each and every one of you. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.